folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. They find some open field here. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Makes the score Browns 7, Ravens nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want him to prove it to you first.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Tyler Newsome now. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. drive about to get started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. To throw, Kaepernick. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Parkey adds the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
At the 13-yard line.
2nd and 10.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This is the tight end, Njoku. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up in McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more. And
he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off left.
And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. They'll run on first down. Carson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visiting Browns who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in Cleveland.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side. It's Carson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
88 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
This is Carson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And Parkey's kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game.
3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. Now a give right side McCaffrey. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
And even 100 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
At the 27-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll give it up to McCaffrey, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 9, Tua.
He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Third down.
On play action, here's Tua. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Kaepernick now on first down.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Kaepernick. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Going for the deep ball. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Flushed out right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns would extend their lead here just before halftime. Parkey with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
He'll buy some time right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Julian Love picks it. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down now. It's Carson, and he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They run again with Carson, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now Parkey for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. Tua. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Two are going to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Justin Madubuike coming in and dropping for a loss of 8, and it also brings up fourth. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking.
He's got a man, complete, touchdown.
And sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He made that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And from where we said, if you had told me that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And he finds McLaurin. It's still fighting. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Tua. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now Tua. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Now it's Tua. Throw left side. Caught by the tight end, Njoku.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And this is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. No gain, and it's second down.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Tua. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be third down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Tua on 4th down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
The 2 are going to try and throw for it.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started.
And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Play action. Now Kaepernick.
Right back to Pitts again.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Kaepernick now on first down.
They'll find Schwartz complete right side.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun on third down, Kaepernick.
Got an open man, it's Schwartz.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They've now produced 3-yard gains on 3 straight plays. Leads us to fourth down. They run for it with Carson, and he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage to try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Touchdown, Browns! Chris Carson with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Parkey adds the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Browns 45, Ravens 20.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line.
Caleb Farley, the first-round pick back in April, there on the tackle.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Tua's throw into the hands of McLaurin.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9.
Tua. They'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. 30. 10. 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Parkey with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here's Steven Sims on a return from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points